What's going on in Tibet? We get painful news in the media quite frequently, disturbingly frequently, of Tibetans taking their own lives, burning their bodies, protest suicides. What are they protesting about? Why is there such pain in Tibet? Everybody focuses on religious freedom, or rather the lack of freedom, but there's a lot else going on too that also causes Tibetans great sadness and grief. If you happen to be in Melbourne on Tuesday the 25th of February, I'm giving a talk on what's going on in Tibet and focusing on the two new Chinese industries in Tibet that are completely transforming Tibet and making it a place that attracts significant Chinese investment, creates new cities, new enclaves of Chinese modernity, and further relegates, unfortunately, the Tibetans to the periphery and maybe even closes down a lot of Tibetan areas as productive areas of traditional livelihood, and instead focuses China's investment and infrastructure on those two new booming industries, tourism and mining. And the special emphasis at the talk on the 25th of February, the link to it is below, will give you a chance to get a clearer picture, a wider picture of what's actually happening on the ground in Tibet at the moment, in terms of looking at it both through Tibetan eyes as unwelcome interventions from above of a nation-building statist agenda that seeks to assimilate Tibet and integrate it into the Chinese economy as an object of the Chinese mass tourist gaze, as well as a resource extraction zone for China's metals manufacturing, computers and car industries, but equally to see the land of Tibet anew from both angles, both through Tibetan eyes and through Chinese eyes, to see how China, after 60 years of trying to find ways of turning an empire into a nation state, of trying to swallow what it's been unable to swallow so far, has finally come up with two major new industries that look as though they are going to have an extraordinary impact. What does it do to the sacred places of Tibet, to the places where Tibetans go on pilgrimage to purify the mind, to transform the mind, only to discover that there are Chinese tourists with zoom lenses, virtually up your nostrils, intruding on what you would imagine would be the most private, sacred and meaningful of moments as people prostrate their way around the sacred pilgrimage circuit, around the Jokang Cathedral of Lhasa. We need to look at such contemporary phenomena both as tourist spectacles to understand the logic behind China's investment in theme parks, and we need to look at it through Tibetan eyes. And in this talk, February 25 in Melbourne, you'll get a chance to see a whole lot of visuals that will bring to life this paradoxical and painful situation.